Okay, here we are. I thought I'd go ahead and get started. It's a few minutes early, but I think everybody's ready. So, come on in, everybody. Hi, Beth. We'll say hi for just a second since we're a little bit early, and this has been fun, hasn't it? I have to say I've only been working on mine for 2 days because there's been so much going on. Can everybody hear me okay and see everything okay? Oh, there's all kinds of surprises in here. Still finding paint to wipe off. We'll give just another, well, we got 2 more minutes. Let's see who else pops in for 2 minutes. So I'm glad you're all here. Hi, Brittany. I'm not sure I know you, but I'm happy to see you here. I hope we don't have much of a lag today. And there's Sharon. Hi, Sharon. All right, that's clean enough. As clean as it's going to get. Now my puppy's probably going to be talking to me here for a little bit. She thinks she wants to go someplace where I can't take her right now, so she's going to have to wait 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Hasn't everything been really cool? I think I've seen at least part of all of the hop today, and I've just really been impressed. It's been pretty cool. I hope y'all have enjoyed seeing it. It's definitely been kind of different. Somewhere I'm getting a shadow here, but I'll try to stay out of it. It's been kind of different, lots of different things. Obviously, when you work on projects that take a long time, you can't show everything during the hop. So we've all been, working ahead and trying to show you how we accomplished what we've accomplished and what we were thinking. And as always, it's 5 o'clock. As always, we always want to thank Meri for all her hard work. It's a lot of hard work putting something like this together. And we appreciate that. I appreciate her letting me be involved in it. I am having a lot of fun. I probably will not be in the hop next month because we'll be on vacation. And I thought about trying to do it from Riviera Maya, Mexico, but I just decided I wouldn't. So, but I should be back the next month after that. Hi, Allison. Aunt Beck, how you doing? It's nice to see everyone here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show what I got here. Like I said, I've been thinking about this for a month. In my head, it was already made because that's how I am about things. So I had it all worked out in my head, how to put it together. Hi, Whispering Cauldron. And I'm sorry, but I don't know your first name. Hi, Meri. We started talking a little bit early, but we really haven't done anything yet, so you haven't missed anything. But I started thinking about it a month ago, and there were just so many things going on that I didn't really get to work on it until yesterday, actually. So I worked on it all day yesterday and all day today, and I've really had fun doing it. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun. Carol. Okay, I'll try to remember that, Carol. I'll probably ask you again, but I'll try to remember it because that's the way my brain works. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. That happens a lot too. Anyway, there's been a lot going on. That's why I haven't really been able to work on it. But in my brain, it was all finished. So when I started working on it, it seemed to go really well. I didn't do too many things wrong. I didn't have too many problems. So I would have liked to have had a little bit more done to it, but I like the way it is, and I think it's going to stay like it is. So here it is. This is, I wanted to work on a pop-up because I haven't done any pop-up stuff. So I found a pop-up site and just followed the directions. And that's how I came about doing this. So my idea, I had a story in my head, and it had to do with a fairy, a princess fairy, and an evil sorcerer had put her somewhere that she couldn't escape from. So she had this tiny little house that at night she changes her size and she gets really tiny and gets in her little house. So that was my first thought, was the tiny house. So here's the tiny house, and I'm going to turn this. You'll see why I'm turning it this way. I'm going to turn it this way, and then I'm going to open it. And here's the tiny little house. There's a front. It's kind of hard to show you because of the way it's made, but I have to turn it sideways so you can see it. So here's her tiny little house. It's got flowers all around it, and it's got a little door and ivy on the door. And if you look on this side, she has two little stained glass windows, round windows. Here's the back. So it's a little pop-up house. And this, so you can see how it folds up. I'll do it again. It folds flat inside there. And when it comes up, it's flat. So you can't really see it like this. So that's why I was turning it sideways. So here's her little house, and she has a rock sidewalk, little silver shiny rocks. So in the daytime, at nighttime, she's little bitty in this little house. At nighttime, she could come out and go to her arboretum, which she built because she was all by herself, and she couldn't get away because of the evil sorcerer putting her in this bubble. So she decided she would build a little room that she could come out in the daytime. And when she comes out in the daytime, she grows big. And this is her room where she comes to. Now, again, you can't see much if you look at it like this. Here's the floor, and these are the walls. So I have to turn it so you can see what's in here. Here's the back wall. It has a big tree and a stained glass window and some plants. And then on the side walls, there are little benches that have potted plants. So I wanted to put, my first thought was to put a chair in the middle, like a round chair or something in the middle. But I kind of like it like this, so I'm probably going to leave it like this. So here you can see everything. Okay? So that's what I've managed to accomplish. I'll pull this out, maybe you can see it better. There are the walls. And it all folds down. This is a little pop-up thing. When it folds down, it folds flat against the window. This folds down. Here's the mechanism. It's just, so it folds down. Everything folds down. And then this folds up and it closes right here. Now, I put a magnet, excuse me, I put a magnet in there, but it won't hold. So I guess it's not strong enough through this paper. So that's basically what I came up with. So, a kid could really play with this. They put their little Lego people in here and they'd be about the right size. But I did want to show how to do something. And I had never done these pop-ups before. And it came out so well, I was really excited about it because I hadn't done it before. And this part was pretty easy to understand. This part was a little harder. The house was a little harder. But I like it really well. And then I did the stained glass. This is tissue paper. This is all where the black is. It's all this heavy cardstock that's cut out. And then the tissue paper is in there. All different colors of tissue papers in there. So what I want to do is I want to add a tree. And I got it started. It's just going to be real simple. And I'm going to add a tree right here, because I think the little house needs a tree. Thanks, everyone. It's not real what's the word? It's not real fancy, but I really had fun doing it. And like I said, I really wanted to learn how to do some pop-up things, and so I accomplished what I wanted to do. I don't know if I stuck with the instructions as much as I should have. But yeah. I would like to have put in some little some flowers, that when you open the book, the flowers open up. But this really isn't big enough to do that. They would be little teeny tiny, and I don't think I could have accomplished that. It would have been too difficult as a beginner on this to do that. So I just did it like this. So I've cut out the tree, the bushy part of the tree, and this is just on regular craft paper, but you know, it's heavier than normal cardstock because I wanted it to stand up really well. I used a lot of real heavy craft paper on this, all the sides and the bottoms and everything, and the tree trunk and things like that. I used the heavy stuff because otherwise it wouldn't stand up. It'd just kind of flop over. So I already painted. That's what this is. This is craft paper, craft stock. And I just painted it green, let it dry. And now I'm just using some archival ink to color it up a little bit so it stands out. And here's my little tree trunk. He has some bark awning, bark lines. Hi, Janet. So now I'm just going to glue this little tree together. If I figure out how I want to do it. The little flowers in the pots over here, I used I think it's Tim Holtz, a die cut, a die to cut them out, and I'm pretty sure it's a Tim Holtz. And what I did was, after I cut the dies out, I just trimmed them off short and used those in the pots. And it worked pretty well. I could have drawn them in, you know, that would have worked too. And one thing you have to watch with all this stuff folding down is that nothing is too big or too long or doesn't stick out where it's not supposed to stick out. But it went, I was real surprised at how easy it went, especially this little house. It just came out so perfect. I really didn't think it would. I didn't think I would have that easy of a time with it, but it came out really, really nice. So it's I was very surprised, very pleasantly surprised with that one. So I'm just making this little tree, and I'm not gonna use a kind of device that will make it stand up. I'm just going to use the pieces that you can stand it up after it opens, I think, is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so there's a little tree. Maybe we should glue this together right here. And I just cut this out by hand. I just drew a little tree and drew these little circles and odd shapes and stuck them together. So there's the little tree. And I think I'm going to put him, see, I have to watch where I put him because he has to have room to fold down. So I think he's going to go right here. I think that'll look cute with him right here. And I have this little piece of paper. And all I'm going to do, it's just folded like this. And what I'm going to do is glue this together. Thanks, Janet. And then I'm going to glue my tree onto one side of this. Oh. I should have painted the back of him, but I didn't because I didn't have time. So I may have to go paint the back of him later. I hope this will work. The worst thing that can happen is it will get in the way of the house or it will not stand up straight. And if it doesn't stand up straight, I can always put another piece on the back of it. Let me think here. I think it'll be all right. Put him right here on the fold. And then when it closes, I don't know, I might need to change that. I think I will. I think I'll change this. Make it into a box. Sometimes you don't know till you try it. So I'm just going to make a box, excuse me, and glue him onto it. I think that will work. I think about it. I think it will. It'll give me more of somewhere to sit, I think. So I'm so new at doing this that it's pretty much trial and error. But isn't that what's fun, is trial and error? I think so. I think so. Okay, so sorry. I have this little cough I can't get rid of. Okay, so I just sort of made a little box with the tab on it to glue on this other side. Whoop. Right, Janet, it's how I mostly learn. I'm always happy when it comes out right. I hope this will work a little better. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't know, so I'm just going to do it this way. So anyway, I have just so enjoyed everyone's projects. I love seeing how different people interpret things. Let me get this where it'll fold really easily. Now, so if I put it like on here, then the little box will fold down when it closes. And when it stands up, it will have a little bit more, whoops, a little bit more support. Okay, try this again. Ta-da! So here it is. There's a little tree. If I can get that where you can see it. Okay, there it is. Just a little tree. I thought about that, playing checkers on there. I don't know if it has a good number of, it probably doesn't have the right number of checks. Okay. Anybody have any questions about anything on here? Or life in general? I was trying to think of what it was I did wrong that I should have done. There was something I did wrong. Or I did, you know, I wasn't happy with how it turned out, but I can't remember what it was. Let me slide back here and see what's. You're funny, Angie. Well, thanks, Meri. It's not near as complicated as some of them, but I did have fun doing it, and I did learn how to do something new, and it turned out kind of cute. There could be more in here, and who knows? I eventually might. Like there could be a table. A table would be cute. A table that would pop up. That might be cute. Like a little work table to work on your plants, whatever. Well, thanks, Beth. Sylvia, that tree was a embossing folder. And I embossed it. I folded the paper because the tree is it's only half the tree is the folder. It's only half the tree. So I folded the paper, embossed it, and I opened it up and cut all around the leaves. And yes, it took forever. It took quite some time. I was getting tired of cutting leaves by then. But so that it worked out. I like it. The only thing different from my original idea, it's pretty close to my original idea. I was going to have trees on the sides and like 2 layers of trees, a whole bunch of trees. And the other thing was I wanted a door here in the front. I wanted to have a big door that was a wooden door that looked like a wooden door with a tree like this carved in it. That's what I wanted it to, that was in my mind. But then I decided I really wanted this tree back here against the stained glass. So I thought, you know, and then the door would have caused some problems being in the, it would have worked. It could have folded down like this, and then the door folded down, and this folded up like so, and it would still have worked. But I decided the door would be too much in the way. So, see, here's my little tree that doesn't want to stand. Well, it's standing up pretty good. So, private place. That's true. Yeah, I say, because I've always wanted a front door, a double front door with a big tree carved in it. And I think my husband and I think we could do it, but we'll never do it. You know, it's just not something we'll do. But I always thought it would be cool to do that. Yeah, Beth, I could keep adding a lot of things. I think there's plenty of room in here to put a few more pop-up things. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave it like this and think about it some more. And I could have some little people or a fence somewhere, like a little fence or something. There's all kinds of things you could put in there. I just don't know the process yet as far as making those other things. So when I'm ready to learn some more, I'll go back and see what I can learn and add some more stuff. Thanks, Angie. Well, I don't really have a lot more to share. So, Meri, what do you want to do? You just want to keep hanging out here talking, or you want to go to the next person, or what do you want to do? Because I still have about 6 minutes. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll do that. I'm sure the dog will appreciate it. She's sitting over there with her legs crossed waiting for me. Okay, and then we're going to Artfully Blind with Diana. And there's the link. Thank you, Janet, and whoever else has been putting it up. That's great. And I will see you over there. I'm not sure what time how did you make the checkers? I just drew them on there and then painted them in. If I had to do it again, I probably would have woven some paper and done it like that. It would have been a lot easier. But it worked out. So there we go. So don't forget, there's a lot more coming up. Stay tuned and have a good time. Bye-bye-bye.